From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And the starter for Toronto, Chris Bassett. What do you have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He was late there, strike one. The 0-1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now batting Jurickson Profar.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Righty delivers. Profar gets a piece there. That's way outside, and that's ball one. Swing and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Acuna over at second. Profar on at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
Well, this shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Here is Matt Olson. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. In the dirt. Throw to second. Too late. He's safe. It's a double steal. Second and third, one away. And that misses. And 1-1. And that one fouled off. That's outside. It's 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Austin Riley at the plate. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left for Atlanta. And now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the mound in this one, Spencer Schwellenbach. What do you look for here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
That one is absolutely belted. Acuna moving back. Hits the fence. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
Everything came together for him. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Bichette up to the dish. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Just missed. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 strike.
Ball to strike. Just missed. Runner at third here. Nobody out. Ground ball right side. Albies. That's out number one, and a run comes in to score.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Foul ball there. Vladdy with a homer in his last game. He caught it behind his back. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Batting third, a guy they're looking for a little more out of right now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at-bat at a time.
Anthony Santander in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Up the middle, Arcia. Tosses to first, inning over. So it's one run on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Braves nothing. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Bassett back to work. And a foul ball. Harris measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And there's a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And there's a ball.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Fires over to Guerrero, and Albies is retired. Here's Sean Murphy. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
And ball one. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Bichette. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. And he swings through that one. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach.
And here is Will Wagner. 3 for 8 in the series coming in.
Nope. Ball one. One ball. No strike.
Next offering is downstairs. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time.
Runner on the goal. Down the left field line. Should be extra bases. Clement around third. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Pitch is in there. 0-1. Ball one there. One on, nobody out. A run in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Fastball for a strike. And it's 1-2. Man at second. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Addison Barger in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Runner on at third, one gone. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1.
One strike.
To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And another ball.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
One strike.
That misses. Ball 3.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That one hammered left field. That's back onto the track, and he makes the catch. The Jays push across a run on this double, and it's 2-zip. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's Orlando Arcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
These Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Up against the wall and brings it in. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Outside low, ball 1.
No, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strike.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. To first, out number 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and they're down 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Bo Bichette.
And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. He'll touch them all. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's in the dirt. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground, out to short. Tosses across to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Anthony Santander at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Inside, just missed. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third.
Strike! 1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Clement, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
That's hard hit on the line. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that ends the inning. Toronto picks up one on this homer. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now in Toronto as we go to the top of the fourth. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
And it's quickly 0-2. The designated hitter. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Matt Olson. His first at bat was a strikeout. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here comes Austin Riley. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Curve in the dirt.
1-2.
That one misses in the dirt. On the ground to the left. Bichette slings to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And the Braves go down quietly. Still down 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
On the ground, right side. The throw to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Grounded out his first time.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And that skips in the dirt.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Now a fly ball to right center. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
2 down, base is empty. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And he pumps it a strike. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And here is Dalton Varsho. Walked his first time. Tap foul at the plate. Barker at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen, and that'll do it. 1 left for Toronto, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Bassett back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Pitches in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
And that one ripped to left. Santander pulls it down. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That's out to center field. Varsho makes the catch, and there are 2 down.
Now batting catcher, Sean Murphy.
2 outs, base is empty. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Murphy, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 1. That one missing inside. 2 outs, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Braves go down quickly here. They trail it here 3-0. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Hurston Waldrop.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Out to short. Throws to first in time, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So up next, Bo Bichette. And that drops in for a strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So runner at second, 2 down. Anthony Santander, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Ripped on the ground to second. Albies over to first in time. Inning over. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Fouled off. He was late. And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Kirk to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Acuna now. And a curve misses outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one outside. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Sneaks through, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
Here's Profar now. 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the first. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. On to first. Awesome play there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jimmy Garcia preparing to come on if needed. Green getting loose as well.
Let's go, Blue Jays. Come on, Toronto. You can do it.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Check on the runner. Acuna dives back in. And down on strikes he goes. Strikeout number 8. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Ernie Clement. Misses inside. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now that is designated hitter,
Will Wagner getting ready to hit. Inside, 1-0. Clement aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground, right side. Albies fires over to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
In there for strike one. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Waldrop checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, let's go.
Man at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Clement rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first with 1 gone. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Waldrop winds and deals. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Albies. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. He's 0 for 1. Strike on the inside corner.
Ball 1.
Ground ball, Austin Riley gets it to first. That is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Nance.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Bare hand grab, gathers and throws, and they get the out.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Here comes Austin Riley. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, 3 pitches, down, fastball up, swinging, boog. It's like learning a chord progression, getting those strums right, man. So many pitchers prefer working north-south these days compared to the east-west, and that was a great example right there.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Buck Farmer. This is his 3rd time out this year. Fastball for a strike. That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Tapped softly on the ground. Arcia on the run, sends it over to first. On target, he got him. Nice play.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that's in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first, and Bichette is retired.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-0.
On a line, base hit. And that extends the inning. And the batter now, Anthony Santander. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
The 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Missed with a changeup. And a count now even up. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Cancel.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a fair ball. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
At the plate, Ernie Clement. And there's a strike. And that's in there at the knees.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Garcia.
Jimmy Garcia.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
In the air, right field, Barger. He's got it, and there's one down.
Now batting, catcher Sean
So here's Murphy now. Garcia, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Eric Swanson up and throwing. Burr also getting ready. One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. And he chases a high fastball there.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 straight. Three and 2.
Got him swinging. Gassed it right by him.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and it stays fair. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
0-2.
That one just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a chopper out to short. They get the force, and that will end the inning. One left for Atlanta. They're down 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Jason Shreve.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one ripped, but foul. Swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Kirk batting with one down, takes a strike. That one pushed foul. Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Barger in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Down in order go the Blue Jays. But they lead it 4-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Profar climbs in on that left side.
Left fielder, Jurickson Profar.
In the air, center field. Varsho under it. And makes the grab. And there's one down. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Activity in the bullpen. Dylan Tate getting loose out there. The Jays leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. That one missed.
1-2.
Fastball right back to the mound. And they're down to their last out.
Up next for Atlanta, first baseman Matt Olson.
Here's Matt Olson down. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball. Swanson is just one strike away. And there's a ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Slapped foul. Olsen off of first with 2 away. That's outside. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And now
That's
it's
a ball.
even up.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long